Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
So yeah, we're just gonna catch up.
It's
one of those ones.
It's one of the catch.
We're just gonna see where it goes.
Catch me outside.
Those are truly, honestly, they're my favorite to do.
I mean, like right before this, I literally said to Jocelyn, "What do you have anything you want to talk about on the podcast?" And she literally just goes, "No."
That's not how it works. It's like when I sit down.
Oh my God, that's
I open
so
up
funny.
to my higher self, and I just allow whatever source energy wants to tell me to come through my mouth.
No, that's true. I get that. Because, like, same.
I'm just giving
It's
you...
called improv, baby.
The gospel according to me.
Do you feel like... I feel like that's why I liked improv, because...
Yes.
I felt like... it's, like, probably my ADHD,
Yeah.
which was confirmed in my DNA, basically.
Basically.
That... Like...
Alaina,
oh my
that fly
God.
is in here still. Alaina.
Is this Breaking Bad?
Guys.
Are we in like a Quentin Tarantino
there has
flick?
Been a fly in
you
this
actually
house.
look like you're in a Quentin Tarantino flick.
Thank you.
Cool.
Please let me tell my story
Yeah.
about the fly. There's been a fly in this house for the last 36 hours, and it only is in the downstairs, but whenever I'm down here, it is viciously attacking me.
It's not just a fly.
It follows me all over
it's like
the house.
It's like here for revenge or something.
I'm like
we've
who
done
is
something
this?
to its family.
What have I done to you?
Yeah. She's here for revenge.
I want to think she's attracted to like the scent of the Romy candle, but that's literally not it. It's me.
Nice segue.
No, she's coming after me, but now that I brought her up, our candle of the day, the Romy French Vanilla Fantasy Candle. It truly is a French vanilla fantasy.
It's delicious.
And the reviews that we get on it is like, I'm not even someone who likes vanilla. I don't like sweet candles, but this is it. This is the vanilla candle.
Yeah, it's not like vanilla. It's not like your Bath and Body Works Yankee Candle vanilla.
No. There's lots of layers of musk, and we always keep it interesting. There's some florals in there.
Yeah.
It just kind of helps to, I don't know, to keep it balanced. No one wants anything that smells like the lip gloss that we used in middle school was fun for then, but we don't necessarily want that smell like radiating around us all the time.
Yeah, like it wasn't like the best smell. Like we tolerated the smell.
It's not a smell that needs to waft.
Yeah.
Whereas this like kind of like figgy brown sugary vanilla musky. There's like vanilla orchid.
Really
it wafts.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And it's gorgeous. So
and she's like 10. So sparkly and blue.
Yeah, I thought it was like a perfect like
Romy.
kind of winding down the summer Friday evening. Let's get a little Zazazoo going.
Like what a choice for Mira Sorvino to talk in that voice.
It's weirdly like a Baltimore accent, isn't it? Baltimore.
Like she's like Romy. Like Philadelphia.
Oh, no,
Philadelphia.
Michelle. Yeah, and
I
don't know why. And they're from Arizona, aren't they?
Yeah, they're from Arizona.
Tucson? We got a gig in Tucson later. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know if Arizona has that kind of an accent. Let me know.
They don't have accents, do they?
Of course, they have accents. Everyone has an accent. You know what I mean?
Everyone has an accent.
They do.
But yeah, I was saying that like something about improv. That's why I like it, because I like don't have to prepare, and it's like the ultimate dopamine rush.
There really is something also magical, and I think this is why everyone gets addicted to improv, and it's something I've realized recently, kind of in my spiritual journey. Is that when you are creating, you are like the most divine version of yourself. Because you are like, that's like what is special about us as like people.
As humans.
Is that we can see something in our mind and then make it a reality. Like if I say cake, I can make a cake appear, basically. What was I saying? What's the point of that?
Something about spirituality?
Yes. So when
God, you got lost in the cake, didn't you?
I got lost in the cake. I started thinking about cake, like big time. Like you already know, I was like,
I think you were saying that the cool thing about being human is that we create stuff.
And so when you're in a really good creative mood and it's flowing,
you mean being in the zone, Brittany in the zone.
When you're like in that,
get in the zone,
and it like all starts to click. Like when we start to make collections or like make things, and we're like, like the Stevie Nicks T-shirt that you just designed.
You're so
Alaina,
cute.
The Stevie Nicks Crystal T-shirt that came out. We just released it a couple days ago, but for you guys, it'll have been out for like a week and some. I hope we still have it in stock. It is gorgeous, honey.
Thank you.
It's truly like my favorite thing ever. But anyways, the point of that is to say when you are in those really creative spaces, you feel good. You almost feel like buzzing. Like you feel so amazing. And like when you're doing improv, you're opening yourself up to like one of the highest levels of creation.
Yeah.
Because you have to like deliver something immediately from like your butthole.
And like with a bunch of other people too.
And it has to make sense. So you're doing it like it's energy exchange.
It really is like the energy
it's almost
exchange.
Like
it's like
magical.
Like I've seen some improv shows that like literally are like transcendent.
I know. Not to get like improv nerdy.
No,
which
I know. Because like
that
the culture of improv is so gross.
It can be, I think it's really misogynistic and very
And like how many
weird.
times did you have to be like, my brother is coming to my improv show and he's like, you know, it's just like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? Or it's like, oh, I feel so bad for people that like came to my shows. I like did not invite people to my shows.
It almost becomes a thing that it's like you start to perform for other improvisers.
Yeah, I did not invite people.
Meta. Oh. No, but like the shows that are good, that are really good, anybody will like it. People love it. It can be anyways.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like that annoying improv. Like you know, it's just like
hey, everybody,
I know it's
we're
annoying.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Can we get a suggestion of one word to get started? And then they start like chanting.
Yeah, and then it's like never good. Zip zap zop.
Oh, zip zap stop.
But like when it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's good. And I think that that's what's so addictive about it is like that buzzy, amazing feeling of like brainstorming and being. I bet like writers' tables, like for comedies especially, not necessarily comedies. I think whatever, but like when you're like exchanging and is giggly.
Like you're
maybe it's actually crazy.
You're literally like playing make believe like a kid.
Right. You're playing make-believe like a kid.
But like as an adult with an adult brain.
Which sucks when there's like a capitalistic viewpoint then put upon it. This like sort of
that sucks for literally everything.
I know. That's the thing about arts, man.
It's the thing about literally everything.
And then you know what? It is like such a magical, amazing thing. And like it makes a big deal and it's actually really important.
What, the farts?
Farts and crafts. The arts in general.
I mean, obviously.
It's literally like so important.
Yeah, it's like
and
my
like
biggest
I don't even need to tell you guys
platform.
why, because you already know.
The arts and the farts.
It's 10 out of 10.
Speaking of like, how fun has watching Drag Race France been?
Okay, so like in
Speaking
my
of arts and
mind,
farts.
I speak French now, which I don't.
No, absolutely same.
But like the way that they speak French with like the colloquialisms, and it's like more like how I guess like
they're just like
the thing, the vocabulary is applicable to things I could say in my life.
Like, but also our friend Patricia did tell us because she's more familiar with French and like how people speak in Paris. Because they were like when Nikki Doll sends them back to the workroom from the main stage.
Yes.
She's like the bijou,
like
we're like, oh,
like
jewelry.
Take off your bijou,
and the subtitle says jewelry.
Yes, but that's not what it means.
She told us
apparently
it was the family jewels.
The not. It's basically like
go untuck in the
untuck in the back. Basically, take your family jewels out.
Yeah,
if it's applicable to you to untuck.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to take those jewels out. Your jewelry or your jewelry, whatever you want to do.
Por qué no los dos?
You know, but I love that bijou with an X is like slang for nuts. That makes perfect sense for us, actually.
Right? It's like pretty. It's pretty good for us.
Yeah, I like that. That's
we are some ballsy bitches, aren't we?
That's right. That's right.
Like when did like balls become a thing for guts?
Did it just get so dark in here all of the sudden? The sun went down?
Did the lights turn off?
No. It didn't.
What's happening?
Is there rain? Alaina, what?
Why is the window tapping? No, seriously, what's going on?
I gotta look outside.
Did this light turn off, Jocelyn?
No, it was never on.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't even know what just happened. We just had like I can't wait to watch it back and see what that was, because that I don't know. It feels like all the lights just went out, but they didn't.
Did we just have like an eclipse?
It felt like a total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like scared. Did we just jump a timeline?
Speaking of scared.
Yes.
We've been watching some scary movies and stuff lately.
You're so funny.
Why?
I just think you're just like so funny.
What's funny?
Because like before this podcast, I just like love you.
What did I do?
She literally goes, "What did we watch this week?" And I was like, we watched that movie Cobweb." And she was like, "What's that one?"
That's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you. And I have to tell you guys, there's something that happens to me at the end of the week, which is when we record this podcast, where I guess I'm just out of dopamine. And so I can't remember anything.
The sun's back.
There's the light again. It was the sun.
Oh my God, nature's light.
It was nature's light.
Well, it has a whole day passed?
I
Like,
know.
that's so crazy.
For everybody listening to the audio version of this, they're like, what in the hell is going on?
Yeah, Saw's vibes.
But catch us on YouTube.
We just had a total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so we watched this movie, Cobweb.
Yeah.
And it's all coming back to me. It's coming back to me because I literally, I know that I enjoyed watching it. It was so
campy,
cheesy, and also great, but terrible.
I fucking loved it.
Which goes into a category of things that I like.
Who was in it again? It was that
Lizzie
girl
Kaplan.
from that thing. Oh my God, Lizzie Kaplan is so good at being
what I love
that
about
Kathy
Lizzie
Bates. She
Kaplan
took that on.
is that she can play one of the world's most psychotic bitches. It's phenomenal.
But then I can't believe that she was in Mean Girls.
We've been with her for so long.
She works.
She works, and she can pull off some
Fleischman's in Trouble.
Who is that? A totally different character. She has the range.
That
baby.
show was fucking good.
Fleischman?
Yeah.
I didn't want to like it because
I
was just like, it's a marriage and they're riding
and then
I liked it and I was like, okay.
I love
Claire Danes.
Claire Danes is so good.
Claire Danes crying.
I'm obsessed with her.
Broke down palace.
Remember when she sat behind us at that restaurant in Soho?
So we went out to eat, and she was behind us with her husband,
Hugh Dancy,
and another couple. And I'll tell you what, she was holding court the whole night.
She was fucking wasted.
But she was making them all chuckle.
Yeah.
So she was
yeah.
Everyone at the table was just enamored
and
with
her Claire Danes voice.
She's
she's
she's yes. My so-called life. That sounds just like Claire Danes.
I know, right?
You should go on SNL with that one. Put that in your mod packet.
Put it in my sketch.
Put it in your mod packet.
Impressions.
Yeah. But
with Tommy Wiseau.
But it just goes to show you that famous people, some of them just have that zaza.
Then they have that little.
She has it. Claire Danes has
literally every famous person that I've ever seen in real life.
Yeah.
Has a Zazu.
Right. I know. Even the crazy ones.
I worked on a Jadakiss music video once.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay, yep.
Jadakiss.
I remember Jadakiss.
I think it was we shot some scenes at Marquee. I've been into every single institution in New York City when it's completely empty. It's the craziest thing.
It's seeing behind the curtain at Oz.
Yeah, to see Marquee with all the lights on and no one's there, and there's a bunch of video hoes getting ready and stuff. I was tasked with driving the main video girl back and forth from her hotel. Mm-hmm. She was so funny, and she had to kiss Jadakiss in the video. And when I was driving her back, she was like, "He tastes like Black and Mild."
He tastes like Black and Mild.
She's like, "He just tastes like Black and Mild."
Ew.
Yeah, he was pretty gross.
I mean, what is with these guys and these casting choices where it's just and then she has to make out with me, and it's I don't want to kiss
still do that?
your cigarettes.
Yeah. Do we still do that?
What?
Kiss video vixens?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Such video vixens were such a fucking thing.
Okay, so we were just watching that the Women in Hip Hop series on Netflix.
That one's good.
And I think it's really good. Do we have some more episodes?
Yeah,
left?
I think we have
it's
2 more episodes.
It's really good. Definitely, I think it's a must watch, especially as people who like to consume culture and understand it at large.
Yeah.
It gives some more behind the scenes and some more context and
I think it's essential watching.
Yeah, it's it's so good.
I mean, Black women invented everything.
So much culture.
Yeah.
The culture is culturing from there.
Men take credit for it.
100%. Yeah, it's truly fascinating watching some of the OG women in the rap scene, who are some of the OG people in the rap scene.
Yeah, they're 15-year-old
and
girls doing
the person who basically assembled it or discovered and produced the Sugar Hill Gang was also a woman.
Yeah, the CEO of Sugar Hill Records,
yes,
was a woman.
Right. So it's the roots of this You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like to call it like women in hip hop is so disrespectful. It's like hip hop.
Like women are hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's so interesting when you like unravel it all, and even like behind like the LGBTQ plus LGBTQ plus. That's if there's one thing you take away from Drag Race France, it's LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
Like the movement was started by Black women.
Yeah.
So like it's just get your acts together.
Totally right.
Yes. But just to hear all these stories and just to see some faces that we haven't seen in a minute.
Yeah.
I was like losing my mind.
That designer, I can't remember anyone's name.
No,
but she like
matter.
did every look ever. Like
everybody watch it.
Every how innovative were those looks?
Yes.
How
to be clear, her name does matter. I just can't remember it. Just watch it.
How innovative was fucking Missy Elliott?
The Missy Elliott trash bag look.
She was like an icon for me growing up.
And to make it fashion. Yes, absolutely.
Quote,
there's
unquote.
a lot of queer culture also in women in hip hop. Yes, there's a lot. Queen Latifah, who came out more later in life, but like, you know,
she was still on the DL.
There's a lot.
She wasn't not hooking up with ladies, you know.
I mean, who isn't?
Right though?
Speaking of that,
these lights are disorienting. I'm sorry.
We got new lights.
I don't know if we're gonna use them forever, but
they're not even new lights. They're lights that we had that are way nicer lights.
Yeah.
That I was like, we should use these lights.
Yeah.
So we're giving them a shot. Let us know.
I don't know why I'm like shy. I feel shy.
Why?
I can't I'm trying to get my brain to like click into gear. You know that thing?
Yes. Are you just tired?
Maybe.
Is it because you've been taking a lot of boxing classes and you're like a little boxer now?
Oh my gosh.
Boxing and Muay Thai. She joined this gym and you would go every day. It's like your favorite thing.
I think it's so fun. It's so fucking hard.
I think it's so cute.
It's so hard.
I'm just very happy for you.
And like I'm really getting over some germaphobe things to do it as well.
Yeah.
Because we have to like walk all together on the same mat.
With your feet.
With my feet. And I'm not even doing the jujitsu stuff where people like sweat to each other's like eyes.
No.
But like, it's a lot of touching people you don't know.
No. Yeah, that part's not really for me as much, but I'm happy for you.
It's been good for my mental health in terms of like also just like seeing people.
Yes.
Like, and now I'm like exposed to like because like a lot of people go there and it's like they're really nice, but it's not like it's really cool because it's not too much of like an overbearing community.
Right.
Like
it's
you
chill.
like go and leave. Like it's not like.
But you see the same kind of, because it's like a membership. You see the same people. So it's like sort of like a loose community.
Yeah, where you just like know people's names and like say hi and talk about the classes that you're taking, basically.
I love that.
And it's great. You don't even have to like say goodbye. It's like so great. Do you know what I mean? I just like leave.
We love to just leave.
But just like seeing a bunch of people like from around here, it has been good for me.
That's great.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not like such a hermit in my shell.
Yeah, like you're okay.
And it's helped me like recontextualize what people are like actually.
Yeah.
Instead of like what people are told they're like by like the media.
And are they sweet?
Everyone's so sweet.
People are nice.
People are so nice.
Yeah. Everyone's
literally
just fighting
everyone's
a huge
like
battle
so nice
and just doing their best most of the time. Most people are doing their best.
And I try to be like very encouraging to people too. Because like, you know.
I love that. You want to be treated, you want to treat people how you would want to be treated.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, interesting.
That old adage.
I have to like partner up with like guys that I'm just meeting.
Right.
And it's like, that's.
You can do it.
Anxiety inducing, but like I do it. And it's like, turns out like great.
Right.
Like everyone's so nice.
I love that. That's a very positive thing.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Like, yeah, I think putting yourself out of your comfort zone, like you always discover something about yourself.
Yeah.
In a way, even when you connect with others and like doing something where you're like, I'm going to pay this person a compliment. Like it always like, it makes the energy better around you too. Like it's great for everybody, but like, you're right, like just going out and seeing people and like contextualizing like where you are and that you're a person and that here's a community and here's people and it does, because it can get very sim-like when you're in your world and you work from home and we can get really just like
what's crazy too is that like you'll be like talking to someone and then like something will come up and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm like 16 and you're like, what? Like there's like children there too.
It's like all
ages and but like some of the classes are like literally all age. Like you
Right.
can't be like a little kid, but it's like 15 plus or something.
Right.
But sometimes but they like look like adults. Like these
Yeah.
these 16-year-old kids look like adults. It's like crazy. And then they're like, yeah, I can't get
Do they
tattoos.
think
I'm
you're
16.
Do they think you're a 16-year-old kid too?
I mean,
Wait,
absolutely.
didn't
Look at
somebody
me.
think you were 23?
Yeah, the whole group of these ladies thought I was 23.
You know, isn't
And
that
I was
if you
like,
get
bitch,
one
I'm 37.
if you get one thing out of it, that's lovely for
I
you.
know.
Not that there's anything wrong with
No,
aging.
I rode that for like a week.
Yeah, but you know what? Another thing I heard that I want to pass on.
Huh.
Aging is the process of becoming who you were always meant to be. So
Oh, that's lovely.
just take that with you
That's
too.
that's
Take that with you through the weekend. Let
That's
that
delicious.
one. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
a nice one.
every day is a winding road.
Put that on a poster.
You know, stay in the moment.
Uh-huh.
Ever heard of that?
Every passing moment is a chance to turn it all around.
Wow, what's that one?
That's from Vanilla Sky.
You have Vanilla Sky right
I
there.
had like a moment where I was like obsessed with it.
What was it about it?
I really like the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cameron
The
Crowe
thing
movies
about
have like the
Cameron
best
Crowe is that
soundtracks because he's
the
married to
soundtracks-
fucking Nancy Wilson.
Of Heart.
Like, what on earth?
I
That's
know.
like the best thing ever.
I know. That's why those soundtracks have like.
Yeah, they're
those-
fucking banging because they have like Nancy Wilson like instrumentals in them
Yes,
that
the
are like
scores.
yeah, the
She does
scores
the
are like
scores.
for the movie, like
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire, blah blah blah. They're awesome, and he's just
Almost
like
Famous.
you know he's almost famous guy, so he like wrote for Rolling Stone. He has like
Right.
great taste in music. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
And I think I fucking love Tom Cream. What can I tell you? I think
Here's
it's
the
I
thing
think it's
about-
peak Tom Cream.
I want to talk about Tom Cream a little bit. I just think it bears repeating that Tom Cream is to live within a conundrum, to live within an enigma.
To Tom Cream, the verb.
To Tom, yes.
Yes.
If one was to Tom Cream,
Uh-huh.
which from time to time one has to Tom Cream.
It's
He's
a rite
everywhere.
of passage.
It's just this is America.
Yeah, you're gonna come.
You're
into
gonna
a
Tom Cream, and the thing about Tom Cream is
You're gonna
like,
come into some cream.
right. You absolutely are. So we just had a little technical difficulty. It looks like it's been fixed, but
We got it.
we got it.
I think.
I was impassionately talking about Tom Cream,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole point of it is to say that you're gonna run into him. He's good, but he's awful. He's terrible. He's not. He's awful.
What's wrong with him?
He's glib.
Oh.
Something's wrong with him.
I know. What is it? What's
Um,
wrong with him?
A lot. I don't even want to
What
say.
happened to him?
It's too much.
Remember when he dated Cher and she was so much older than him?
I don't know.
Like he's done like weird stuff.
Yeah, it's the Scientology of it all is very weird. I mean, he's literally in a cult. He's
Like even before the cult.
he's in a, but like you know how narcissists start cults.
Yes.
But then also the fact is that a lot of people who get involved with cults also have narcissistic qualities because
Yeah.
there's something about it like whereas like I'm special, the rules don't apply to me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
different. I belong to I know
they
better.
they like tap into that.
There's they help to bring that out in people.
Yeah.
And like so, I mean, it makes perfect sense why, Tommy Baby, as Rosie O'Donnell once called him.
Mm-hmm.
Koosh poppin'.
What the fuck
Rosie
was that?
O'Donnell. Yeah, what was that? What was she doing with that? We all watched that
He was
every
a
day, right?
Scientologist, right, at that time?
Yes. We hadn't really called out Scientology
It's so weird.
as a society yet. Leah
I think
Remini
that
hadn't
South
come
Park really
out.
made a big dent in the
Wasn't he
cause.
like really upset with them?
Yeah.
Do you think that like every time was it Trey Parker and
Matt Stone.
Wow, can't believe that was there. Every time they get like any kind of like feedback like that they're just sort of like
They like jerk off to it.
They're like trolls.
They are the biggest. I love them.
Yeah, they are.
They haven't done anything bad, right?
I wouldn't put it past anybody, but not that I know of. So,
But like, talk
unlike
about
some
like,
people I know,
talk
like
about,
like Rick and Morty people.
right?
Look that up.
But like, those are like our millennial guys.
Which one, Trey and
Yeah,
Matt?
Trey and Matt.
I know they. Can you believe they're like still making the show?
And it's like still funny, isn't it?
It's still, I think, funny.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I
So,
like, yeah, the first time it came out, I was like obsessed with it.
Oh yeah, we had never
It was so funny.
seen anything like that. Every single person was like, "Hey guys."
I know.
Who's your favorite guy?
Nobody.
Yep, nice. I like Telly.
Right. Like,
Wanna get
yeah.
high? Bring it to
I like Butters.
Butters.
Yeah.
Cute. Nice.
Mr.
I can't believe that we like just lost power. That
What's
was
the
so
poopy
disorienting.
holiday poop? The holiday poop?
Holiday poop. Hanky?
Hanky.
Hanky.
Yeah.
Howdy ho. Is that with him that he says that?
I like Towley.
That's what I just said.
That's not the poop, though.
No, I said Towley want to get high.
Oh, you said Towley. Great. I had some Towley before this, if you know what I'm saying. If you pick up what I'm putting down.
I do genuinely think that there has been like a disorienting shift of occurrences that has happened during the recording of this podcast.
Yeah, I'm a little thrown off.
It's absolutely...
I'm not in my A game. I'm not in the zone.
You're
Britney
giving me
Spears.
like you're about to like be in Speed. Like you're heightened. You're like something's wrong on this bus. I gotta stay alert.
We actually look so 90s right now together.
Yeah, I think so.
You're
love that.
really looking 90s with
I
this
just
haircut.
like love. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's the Amelie haircut, isn't it?
No.
It's kind of. It's
Yeah,
like a
it
modern
is.
take on it, which is good. I wanted like a French. I said a French bob, and I love it. But like,
I mean,
I
my
haven't had it
favorite thing
before.
about
I like
it is that it's one bad day away from Uncle Fester.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing.
Do you know what this bitch said to me the other night? She was like, "Oh my god, you have the Uncle Fester haircut."
Doesn't that sound like something a husband would say?
It
I'm
does.
not
Except
that's so funny because I'm not the husband.
that's fine.
As everyone thinks.
No. There's a husband one and a wife one.
Mhm.
Can we talk about that?
Just not the one that you
The
think.
Sex in the City
Yeah.
episode that we just watched.
Oh my god,
Where
what's his
fucking
balls?
what's his name goes, I'm not the wife one.
No, yeah, I'm not the woman here.
What are you talking about? This show is out of bounds.
Like sometimes it knows that it is and then it like corrects the thing and then then it will have something that it just like absolutely misses on and like
also,
doesn't resolve it.
The continuity issues have been glaring.
Like preposterous. It's like different people.
A whole plot line about Anthony not wanting to be a bottom with his new boyfriend because he's never bottomed before. Cut to Sex in the City when he was married to what's his name?
What's his name? Smithers? What's his name? Sanford.
Smithers! What's going on in there? It's like fun in there.
Yeah.
I wish I could come over, like into your brain. That's like a level.
That's
I
funny.
want to come over.
Yeah, you're invited.
Come and see. You want to see what my room
see what
looks
I've
like?
done in here?
What if mine's scary looking? It might be. You'd be like, Juicy,
Yours
what
is
is
literally
this?
like the like in the new Wednesday show on Netflix, how it's like half that one girl and half Wednesday.
That's my
what your brain's
brain.
like,
Yes,
yeah.
that's funny.
And it has that glass thing
Why is
too.
yours like a dojo?
From the 90s? Cool.
Point Break Dojo.
So there's something about fucking dojos, man.
They.
I was like,
do
I
some
met
of
this
them.
girl who grew up like doing karate.
Yeah.
And now she like comes to this gym.
Yeah.
And we like started kind of at the same time. And she was like, I was like, were you into like like she's been doing it since she was like 11. I was
Yeah.
like, were you into like kung fu movies and stuff? Did you watch like Jackie Chan or like Bruce Lee? And she was like, no, the school literally just like opened up 30 seconds from my house and I just started going there. And I was like, it could have been anything. Like you could have been like an ice skater.
You never know.
But like,
Let the fates guide you.
I was like, wow, I cannot relate to that.
Right?
Because I was obsessed.
Right.
Some
people just let the fates guide them. You know, they still make active choices, but they're like, here it is.
Isn't that so funny?
For
and
me,
now she still does it.
The thing that I like about it too is that it's a choice that I appreciate from a sustainability standpoint. Because I like to make a choice that's like, is it sustainable? It's 30 seconds from my house. Like,
I mean, that's like the great thing about this place is that it's like literally 30 seconds
around the
from
corner,
house.
which means that you'll be going there.
Yeah.
It has to be sustainable. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I'm not lying to myself anymore at 37 and a half.
You know your limits.
I'm like, I won't be doing that. Like, I'll be like, oh, why don't I save this and do it for some procrastination? It's always a procrastination story that my ADHD brain is trying to tell me. And I'm like, listen to me. I'm bigger than you. Don't lie to yourself.
That you're higher self.
Yeah, I love to lie to myself.
No, you don't.
Like, you'll do that later.
You stop doing that.
But she's still in there, and I go, girl, and then I just do it anyways. And then like, now aren't you glad that it's done? And she's like, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is like what's going on.
I know. It's like really there's so many voices in there telling me different things.
Right.
what if this happens? But then what if that happens? But then what if this happens?
Speaking of voices in your head,
yeah,
I always get fascinated whenever I see like on Reddit or whatever where people talk about like inner dialogue, inner voice stuff, inner
or like
narrator.
how people don't be having it.
Right. So this one was like talking about how like a lot of people don't have an inner like voice, like a
nothing.
narrator.
It's just like Deep Space Nine in there.
So I was reading the comments because like I have an inner narrator. Do you have?
I have like
narrator?
several.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, and then Jocelyn went upon
right
the Higginbottom. That's one
meanwhile,
of many.
Meanwhile, Clueless is playing in the background, and also You've Got Mail, and also All That Jazz, and then also the Macarena and Scatman.
Yeah. Ski bop bop bop
and Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah.
And you're also like having a conversation with your long lost somebody that you wish you said something to.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. What was I saying?
Ski ba 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 da boop.
I was saying about I really follow your line of thought a little too far there. No, I actually like love that because it's what we're talking about. We're talking about having the thing that we're experiencing right now, which is
oh my God, I'm so close.
No short-term memory.
Right? I feel like a guppy.
Like if it's not short-term, but long-term can still exist.
No inner dialogue.
Inner dialogue. Thank you. God, you're so good. So I was like reading the comment section about the people who don't have the narrator, and they said they experience like thoughts that are like an idea, a concept, a picture of something, but it doesn't necessarily come across as like a linear narration. It's more.
What does that mean?
It's more just like their brain is just like showing them images and stuff.
But I also have that.
But they only have that part.
I feel like they're taking this too literally. Like, I don't mean that I have like fucking the Wonder Years playing in my head where like I have a narrator of my life. Like,
no, but you probably, well, I do. I literally have like when I'm walking around, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, should I go upstairs? What am I doing up here? Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, literally kind of like,
I feel like it's like more of like an inner dialogue than it is like a narrator.
That's the same thing.
But like, are people misinterpreting what it means?
No, some people don't have that thing. They don't
have that. What's going on in there?
I don't know. But everybody has a different computer setup. Let me talk to you about something interesting. I was recently talking to somebody who has a form of dyslexia. And basically she was saying that like, and I was like, tell me about it. Like, what is it? Like, what's your experience?
Yeah.
Like, how does it work? And so she was like, I'll be like reading a word and I can like read it. And then all of a sudden I go back to read it and I cannot figure out how to read it.
That's so interesting.
And like she like is like
it's like a blindness.
Yeah, it like yes.
Like facial blindness.
Like word blindness.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
And some people have it with just letters, some people have it with letters and numbers, some people have it with just math and numbers and like
or people's faces.
There's like a lot of different versions of it, and we have like there's not a lot of like specialists that like help to cuz like there's ways of like putting text that like can help combat it, etc.
How crazy is the concept of like school?
Yeah,
I mean, like
it always comes back to like
I'm all for public school, but like
oh hell
I think there obviously needs to be a reallocation of funds and like a taxation of people and corporations so we can actually have some money
really
to do stuff
beautiful
with.
School.
Because like I can't believe like how many kids were in your school?
Oh my God, like in my high school there was like 2,000 kids.
And like they're all expected to like learn the same way. Like that's
essentially
that's like crazy.
Yeah. I know.
Or you like go to jail.
Like think about how different
that's like what happens.
Right. Yeah. Basically, think about how different everyone's experience is.
Yeah.
That's on purpose.
Or brains
right?
Is. Like just your brain.
But even just think about like, okay, I'm gonna get real trippy real quickly here. Let's see if I can hold on to this thought. The point I'm making is, let's just say it out loud really quickly so I can stick to it. That I already lost it.
No! You're like edging thoughts.
I always am! I always am like edging something. I'll be like, ooh, I really want a Diet Coke, and I'll like go to get the Diet Coke. But on the way there, I'll stop to like check something on my phone.
Who else does this, right?
What?
Edging poop.
You.
I edge my poops all the time.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Where? Oh my God.
What do you get what I mean?
You have to explain it.
Like I only go when I'm like when I'm ready
to go.
I don't want to waste time in there.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. You just like wait till it's time.
Yeah. But I really wait.
You make it's an emergency.
No. No one's suffering.
Is it urgent?
Sometimes it will get to that point.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, no,
Do you know
it'll get to the point where,
do
like,
you
if I
think this-
stand up, it's going to fall out.
Do you think this is something you've always done, or is this like a work from home development in your life?
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you're just waiting for, like, mass peristalsis to get you there without sort of giving it any sort of, like, this is the time I have.
There's just, like, when you grow up speaking Chinese
Okay.
and you talk about pooping in Chinese, it's, like, so much less gross to me.
Okay.
Because it's, like, it sounds like like when my mom says it. It's
well,
like,
then why don't you say it to us in Chinese?
Like, tunsi. You're, like, holding your shit.
So what you're talking about is like a concept that you grew up with of tunsi.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Tunsi, yeah.
Tunsi.
But like usually you do it if you're like at the store.
What the fuck?
What am I talking about?
I literally love it.
I'm like on a different planet.
I think it's so funny. Oh my god. Molly.
Oh.
Molly's weird too.
I feel like I'm dressed in I'm in like a 90s techno
I fucking
group.
love it.
I love it
Women
too.
are my favorite guy.
Yeah.
I love it.
The Jonas Brothers, if people like don't know what we're talking about, it's like this viral video that was going around of these two TikTokers.
Yeah, what's the name of that? He's like a comedian that's from TikTok.
Yeah, like both of them are, and they basically like made like some fake Euro night, like Y2K house that's like.
It's like there's always a house song with a guy and a girl.
Yeah. It's very like 90s rave.
It's super funny.
And they opened for the Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
And the Jonas Brothers posted a video of like the crowd reaction, and like it was very much like people that are not online all the time.
They didn't get it.
They were like, "Who the fuck is that?"
I know. Can you imagine just like having such a big venue for something where it's just not, the audience isn't quite there?
Like you do one video and next thing you're like at MetLife Stadium.
That's like a lot.
Yeah.
Like props go out to that guy. That's like, you're literally making videos at home and you're like, oh wow, superpowers.
Yeah,
he's like always doing that kind of voice. And the next thing you know, you're opening for the Jonas Brothers, pretending to be a Euro house
You know why? Because he did it. If that's a dream of mine. That's literally such a dream of mine, and like I should probably just like do
to have
that
a house song.
Yeah, to be like, for you and me to make some sort of like a 90s house song. Like
oh my god, we should make like a house album.
Yeah.
And every song is just gonna be like
another night, another dream. Yeah, like exactly. Like
what would be a people who leave
It's
band-aids
not about us, it's about you. It's not about them, it's about us. You know, like that kind of shit.
I was going for
people who leave band-aids. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Please go for it.
The point is that people who leave dirty band-aids out in public are the worst, most disgusting people. And I want to write a song about it because I think it needs to be talked about.
Is that something that you encounter on the
legs?
legs?
I saw it. There's a band-aid in the gym.
There was?
Yeah.
Where?
It was behind the squat rack. Not anywhere near you would have.
What kind of band-aid?
It was a flesh tone band-aid with a dirty pad on it. Somebody like left
like blub?
Yeah, blub. Alaina, do you need me to spell it out for you?
Do you think it was on someone's like foot or hand?
It doesn't matter where it was.
Determine?
No, it doesn't matter where it was. It could be like a toe. I don't know. It's
a toe?
This is conjecture at this point.
Are they wearing open-toed shoes at the gym, or are they like taking their shoe and sock off?
Honey, there's barefoot people in that gym, I bet. You already know that.
They don't have enough wipes.
There's not enough wipes in the world.
In the world.
And you know what? We need less wipes. Let's just put it that way.
I know, right?
So much less wipes.
We were so annoying.
The wipe technology is not there.
We're so annoying.
So we are so annoying.
Wipes? Like, we're just like trash.
Do you realize that the human population has created this sort of like bog of wipes?
I saw that the 10% of the most wealthy people in the world are responsible for 40% of climate like shit.
If that doesn't get you upset,
right?
Then I don't know what will. And I don't know what will.
It's a lot.
But like that's way more upsetting than the Band-Aids when you put it that way. But it's the same
No, it's
kind
like
of energy.
a scale. It's like, you know.
It's bio warfare.
It's the same.
It's
just like at a smaller scale.
Community-driven bio warfare.
Yeah, that's actually like a biohazard.
I think it's disgusting.
It's gross.
Like, you don't know where you have Band-Aids on to the point where you're just like leaving Band-Aids around. Are people okay?
I can like feel my strands of hair.
Every strand.
Yeah.
Like, this fly has been touching me and I felt it every time.
Oh my, it's like a third in our relationship.
Well, thank God I have so much leg hair at this point because I've just been outgrowing it. And you know? And I've been growing it and it'll grow.
Like, I want the amount of body hair so that, like, I have to end up on a loan tomorrow.
Sure.
I want to be protected.
You want to be prepared for an emergency alone situation.
You never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't.
I could get the call.
I feel like I didn't. All right, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon because we actually have errands to run.
Can you believe?
Can you believe that we have errands to do?
We have something to do,
and it involves
places to
probably cookies.
Yeah,
the cookie place is closing, and we gotta get.
Yeah, that's like really actually what's happening.
But thanks for coming on this absolutely wild ride with us. This was I can't wait
short and sweet
to see how this one comes out.
I know, right?
Because there was like, I literally thought the world ended in the middle of it twice. So,
seriously, I felt like an asteroid was coming.
Thanks for sticking with us on that. And yeah, we'll be back with a campfire, I think, next week.
Yeah.
After the room.
I really enjoyed that one.
That was really. What's the costume gonna be? It's like the peak. Tommy Wiseau was a top for me. So.
I love it.
So comfortable.
It felt really like home for me.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, Candle Coven. Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.